Listen, man, look at this. I've got my hands on a ascended KOKUSHIBO. Shout out to my subscriber Air Wheezy. He hit me up and told me he actually got a KOKUSHIBO. This is everything that you need to ascend him, by the way. But before this video starts though, bro, Fruity, there is nothing wrong with, you know, gatekeeping these units behind a 0.01% unbound, right? But why are gems so hard to get in this game? Like, everybody who has this unit right now is either a rich person. Shout out my man ZL, bro. I know you got Robux, bro. He also has a KOKUSHIBO that he's going to show off today for us. He's going to show off the unascended version, and then I'll show off my ascended version. He also has All-Star on his. But yeah, if you rich on Robux, you can get him, or you just have to be very lucky. Like, dude, Fruity, bro, stop gatekeeping, man. Make gems more accessible, right? Let's make trait rerolls more accessible too. Why is farming trait rerolls hard in this game? Let the grind be enjoyable, because right now the grind really is just grinding for tier 3 rainbows so you can evolve your character. Like, can I at least grind some gems? Can I grind some rerolls? Anyways, if you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. You don't want to miss out on all the all-star videos that I have in store for you. Be sure to use star code NANO2 whenever you are buying Robux or purchasing Roblox Premium. All right, I'm in the infinite modes of Doomerson. Let's see how many times. Wow, you can place him down 3 times. Obviously, ZL is only going to be able to place him down once because he has all-star on him. I'm curious to see how good All-Star really is. Like, is it really gonna outmatch the damage of 3 KOKUSHIBOs with Sharpshooter? I mean, obviously mine is ascended too. His isn't going to be ascended, but you can see right here, he does cost a hefty amount to place down. 2,000, man. 2,000. I'm gonna have to like really place down an early unit like Ishtar or something in the back real quick, you know. Ishtar is a ground unit. I was not expecting that. She's an air unit in ALS, so I just assumed. Okay, there we go. Place down that Ishtar here. I'm gonna focus on my farm here real quick before we place down KOKUSHIBO, because this dude is really hefty to buy. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Chief. On a side note, Ishtar is really good early. Oh, man. I didn't realize this. I might actually have to mess around and get an Ishtar, bro. 2 seconds, right? For 900 damage. I'm gonna place KOKUSHIBO down here. And once you actually get to placing him... Ooh. Oh, yeah, he's nice, boys. I don't know why the NPCs are freezing like this, bro. Oh, I guess this guy's PC is, like, not good or something. He had to get the, like, the low graphic settings. But look, anyways, you can see right here, once you do place him down, he's got a 360 radius, which is really nice. He's kind of like a mini Whitebeard, but he attacks way faster, too. 2 seconds, 360 radius is nice. Let's upgrade him once here so we get the powerfuls down. Let's see ZL's all-star KOKUSHIBO, though. And dang, oh my god, on placement, you can tell, like, look at the difference between an all-star KOKUSHIBO and a normal one. That's actually pretty hefty difference, I'm not gonna lie. We can see right here, all-star is doing 4,000 damage. The normal one's just doing 1,700. Granted, this only has SS minus, but it's a big difference, as you can see. Is it better than just placing, like, see, because I could always just place down multiple KOKUSHIBOs. But at the same time, too, though, that does cost money. And KOKUSHIBO is an expensive unit. So I feel like non-all-star is good for infinite runs. But an all-star is just good if you are solely just farming like challenge modes and stuff. All right, you can see the difference, though. The all-star difference is just stacking up, bro. Look, if I upgrade to Chained Moon here, let's see what Chained Moon is looking like. I need an air unit. Let me just place down Sakuna here. Let's see what Chained Moon looks like, though. Ooh, that's pretty cool. He changes from being an AoE circle to just a straight line like this. Not sure how I feel about that, honestly, but let's keep upgrading him. Yeah, he's fairly expensive, I'm not gonna lie. I like this. Yeah, this is really nice, bro. So you have to ascend him to get the next move. So his next move is an AoE cone. This is something I do really like a lot, actually. And you can see the stats, though, man. ZL can't get his next move because you do have to ascend him to get this AoE cone, but you can see off the rip skis, man. 36k every 6 seconds if you have all-star, bro. This is crazy, man. And then you can see the non-all-star version is only doing 25k. I wonder what happens when you fully max him out, though. Let's see. So he's doing 35k every 9 seconds, AoE cone, 42 range. These stats are pretty insane. I love the AoE cone. He's going crazy. Transparent world gains bleed and 20% SPA reduction for 60 seconds. So, ooh, That's the animation, it looks like. Cool. Let's see what other passives he has here. Bleed and Disruption. 20% chance to penetrate through enemy shields. And obviously, you already know what Bleed does. This unit is definitely worth it. I will say, though, he's definitely somebody you want to include in, like, your infinite runs if you're trying to get, like, a high wave in infinite, which you really want in this game because they actually reward you for getting high waves in infinite mode. You actually get, like, a secret reward, which is super nice, but I can go ahead and just upgrade him here. I'm going to place down the Zero dude because apparently he buffs your units or something. Increase the damage of all units within range for 30 seconds. The damage buff is stackable up to 40% or up to 50% if the units share the same element as Zero. Okay, so he's purple and KOKUSHIBO's purple. So, like, this is just really good, right? There's no point of upgrading him probably. He's just a buff. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So he gets buffed 22% damage. Oh my god, 44k. Yo, Zero is actually a super good unit for buffing. What's up the cooldown on this? 61 seconds. So let me check this out here actually. Apparently, like, maybe if you stack them together, the buff is better. I'm gonna see. All right, let's buff here. And it looks like all of them are just gonna get a 22% damage buff. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. I want to see how much it takes to actually fully max him out real quick here. 2,500, 4,150, 6,000, 7,000, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000. And there we go. I don't know how much that is. Y'all gonna have to do the math on that, but it looks like he's slightly less expensive than Broly. I'm not gonna lie. I think Broly actually takes more to upgrade. So I will say in this game, what it also needs besides making rerolls more farmable, bro, there needs to be like passives and stuff. Like, I realize that maybe they don't want to go too crazy right now and later on the power creep will be insane, but like, these units right here, like KOKUSHIBO, for example, he only has like 2 passives and it's like a Bleed and Disruption. Like, bro, that has nothing to do with KOKUSHIBO in the anime, you know? Like, if we compare this to any other tower defense game, these other units have actual special things catered towards what they do in the anime. It just feel like they did rush this game, and I'm not knocking them on that, right? Like, I still think this game is cool to grind and everything. So hopefully in the future, they do give units their own type of passives and stuff, right? Because like, even like Sukuna right here, right? He's not ascended yet, but he just gets a Bleed. And even when you do ascend him, he doesn't get any special type of passive. Ishtar too. I believe his Ishtar is ascended. Yeah, his Ishtar is ascended and relocates this unit's AoE to your current position. That's actually a pretty cool passive, actually. I'm not gonna lie. This passive is actually really cool. But let's see what other passive she has here. She gets a critical chance. I just feel like there's not enough. Like, once I make my Naruto video, I bet you Naruto doesn't even have a cool looking passive. Anyways, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Other than that, it's been your boy Nano, and I'm out. Have a great day, y'all.
All I gotta do is put my mind to this shit. Goddamn. Cancel out my ex, I put a line through that bitch. I like all my S's with 2 lines through them shits.